So I'm super excited because I just got back from Stanford University where I've got my executive MBA, right? So this was my group. It was a great experience. I was on campus in Silicon Valley, like literally living in the dorms, like a student again. And so people seen me there. I was posting it on social media and they're reaching out saying, what the heck, dude? Like, why are you in college? You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? You own a business, you're the CEO. Like, where are you going to go from there? I don't just go to school just because like I'm doing it to maybe, make more money or kind of advance in my job. I think that's definitely a path for some people, but I truly believe in knowledge. I'm a big fan of momentum. I try to be 1% better every single day, and I like to take action. And so action is getting on a plane and flying. In my case, it wasn't that long of a flight. It was only about a 45-minute flight, but I got there. I was surrounded by some very smart people internationally from all over the world. In fact, in my study group, I was the only one from the United States. And so I made some lifelong friends, but I was truly surrounded by some of the most sophisticated minds and professors. I mean, these are the people that teach, those that go out and start companies like DoorDash and Google and OpenAI. I mean, some of the same professors that had them in their classrooms were now teaching me, all about business. And, obviously the big topic there is AI. And so we learned so much about AI and the future of AI. And there's something coming called AGI. And then next is artificial superintelligence, right? That's something that, we'll probably see in the next like 25 to 30 years from now. And that's where it kind of gets really scary because there's a lot of positive things that are happening with AI, but then there could be some bad actors. And so they're looking at regulation. And anyway, so there's all this kind of stuff. But the theme here is, I don't go to school because my mom called me and said, Jason, I think you really should go back to school. In fact, it's just the opposite. When I was in school, like I used to get F's and I would try to convince my mom that F stood for fantastic. And she didn't buy that. And so I'm not sure how I was able to get into this program here at Stanford, but here we are. And so I encourage you, if you've been thinking about maybe going back to school, even if you got gray hair and you're in your 40s, like it's perfectly okay to do so.